The Grand Island, Hastings, and Kearney local forecast with meteorologist Kit Cloninger.
Well, a lot of sunny blue skies out there once again. So we just have high pressure dominating our forecast for the next several days. We will have a chance for some rain in some places, but it's going to be a rather isolated chance. We'll look at that in just a few minutes. But right now in Grand Island, in the low 90s as well in Kearney at 91 degrees. Most of the state is above 90 degrees. We're going to be getting above 90 for the rest of the forecast period, it looks like. So we'll take a look at the 7-day forecast in a moment. Right now, looking at some of the surface features, we've got a cold front off to the north. It's not going to be strong enough winds behind it to push it all the way through Nebraska. It might dip just below into the northern tier of counties, but this high pressure that's just to our east between Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, that's more powerful, and it's pushing up a pretty strong southerly breeze, so it's going to keep that cold front from advancing into our area. But also, you'll notice a severe thunderstorm watch out there in southeast Wyoming, panhandle of Nebraska. So we'll talk about that in just a moment here, because we'll be looking at the chance for some severe weather later on this afternoon. Looking at the satellite and radar, all that clear blue skies that we were seeing on those sky cams because of the high pressure, but notice we've got a few cumulus clouds coming up, and whenever we see the cumulus clouds, sometimes in a region of potential storm development, we always look for lines of those cumulus clouds, which we can see. So that means we could be looking at some sustained updrafts, and with that we could be looking at some potential for severe weather. We've got a level 2 severe weather threat tonight. We've got a slight risk for most of the panhandle. Mostly it's out of our viewing area, but Perkins, Keith County, Chase County, all in our viewing area. Have to keep an eye on that later on this evening. We already have a severe thunderstorm watch outside of our viewing area until 10 o'clock Mountain Time. So this, again, our viewing area starts right here off towards the east from there, but this could eventually move through the sandhills towards parts of our area. We'll look at the future cast here in just a moment or so. But current temperatures, a lot of ample energy out there. Whenever we have the high heat like this, that air wants to rise. It's just on the periphery of the high pressure, so whenever we're under high pressure, that's actually sinking motion, suppresses any updraft development. Whenever it's off towards a little bit farther away from the center of the high pressure, we can have a better chance for those storms to develop. We also have pretty ample moisture out there. We've got dew points upwards of 60 degrees in some regions out here. Here in the Tri-Cities, though, we're in the 40s for our dew points, so it feels actually cooler than the actual air temperature. Whenever we talk about heat index, usually that dew point makes it feel hotter than it actually is, but only feels about 88 degrees or so around parts of the Tri-Cities. Winds right now from that high pressure just to the east, we've got mostly southeasterly winds bringing in all that warmer air to our area, so it's going to keep us warming up. Let's take a look through the models here, because off towards western Nebraska is where we're going to look at the chance for those thunderstorms to develop later on this evening. We're looking at the chance for winds up to 75 miles per hour, so that could be pretty intense winds, also up to 2-inch hail. The tornado threat is very minimal with this. It's not looking like it's a good tornado setup for this. Those will continue through the sandhills overnight. Past midnight, though, they will start to diminish, but that remaining instability, that just disturbance coming through central Nebraska tomorrow, might spark off a few thunderstorms. Now, this is just one model's path of where those storms could go, so take it with a grain of salt, but the Tri-Cities might see a few passing showers by midday tomorrow. Then as we head through the rest of the day and on into Tuesday, we'll eventually clear things back out with more sunny skies. Lows overnight tonight dropping down into the mid-60s, so another warm start to the day tomorrow. Through the day, we're already in the upper 80s by lunchtime with a very light breeze. Fortunately, it's not windy, but we could have used a little bit of wind to help cool us off a little bit. Back into the mid-90s for highs, but we're going to keep going up from there for the next several days. Just hot, hot weather, and we could be pushing 100 degrees by middle of the week. Be right back.